Are you looking for Elvis? Don't go away. If you're looking for Elvis, this is the place to stay. I was born standing up and talking back. My daddy was a green-eyed mountain eagle. My middle name is actually Kevin. Well, I'm evil, so don't you mess around with me.
I got the seizure lights. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I think Bill Cherry and I had strokes, actually, last night during that. How's everybody doing on this second night of the Jeff Lewis Festival? Peace and love to all of our Woodstock children out there. Nothing says peace and love like tie-dyes, and I'm glad to see Cousin Eddie didn't make it back tonight. Or Cousin Eddie's pimp daddy now, I'm not really sure. But welcome back, peace and love, and Elvis tonight. My name is Tom Brown once again. I always open with a song so the band can make sure all their instruments are plugged in. And it doesn't affect the actual entertainment portion of the show. This is kind of like at the football game, all the stuff that happens that's not on TV, that's what I do. And then they turn their cameras on. All right, now, we have got some incredible merchandise out in the lobby there, some great vendors. You might even see some things down here on these tables. I'm assuming these are all from John Daly. They look like something that John would have. And he's got a lot of things. We're not having a swap meet during the show, so don't get excited. But I did look through some of this afternoon, and there's some really great historic Elvis stuff there. And a lot of memories came back as I saw books and magazines that I'd collected back in the day. And there's a lot of calendars. Old calendars like 2005 calendars and 2011 calendars, so I did a little research. In the year 2022, if you have any old Elvis calendars from 2011, they'll work next year. All the dates are the same. Any old calendars from 2005, they'll work next year. From 1994, they'll work. 1983, and 1977. The calendar next year will work. That means August the 16th must be on a Tuesday. All right, so go by and be sure to say hello to our vendors out there and patronize them, or say nice things to them and buy things. That would be nice. Also, there's a lot of important information out there about upcoming festivals that are happening around the country, including the Nashville Elvis Festival. Nobody gave me anything to announce for them, so I'll just announce my festival. And we also have, Cody's going to be with us in December in Nashville, and we have a Christmas show that I think we only have about 20 seats left in. So if you want to come up to Franklin on a Monday night and see, well, it's Cody, so you probably want to do that. Remember our late night limited food menu? Get your order in to Jeannie in the afternoon by 3, and you can pick it up here after 10:30 and 11. So that's that. Also, late night pizza orders. I had some of the pizza last night. Wow, that was good. Get your order into the bar by 9 o'clock, pick up between 10:30 and 11. All right? And they also have an info table set up during the afternoon shows for all the information about the Jeff Lewis and Friends festivals coming up. We have one coming up, Spring Fever. It's a few days after Nashville, so when you're in Nashville, we're heading out in a caravan to come back to Helen. It'll be interesting being here when the leaves are actually on the trees and not on the ground. Also, turn in your form. You can actually reserve the seat you're sitting in for next year. Turn in your form to Jeannie before you leave. It's going to be open to the public 1 week after the festival ends. So if you want to make sure to get your seat, be sure to get your form turned in to Jeannie. You don't have to pay for it yet. But you can claim your seat and make sure you're back in the same place for next year, all right? You don't want to lose your spot, do you? I mean, you wouldn't get to look at all. You'd have to be back there, and you don't want to do that. All right, now, as we know, Big Lou's a little under the weather, but he's rallying, and he told me using sign language, and he doesn't know a lot of things in sign language, but he was using a couple of fingers to communicate to me. One in particular, but he did say, I mean, it's allergies and stuff, but he's fighting through it. He did say, get ready for Saturday night. Because Big Lou is going to be back in a big way on Saturday night. All right, now, tonight we are paying tribute to a year. Last night we paid tribute to 1961. Tonight we're paying tribute to 1971. And as Jeff told me, he's got the next 6 years of shows all planned out. We're just going to be, Elvis left us with so much music. We're going to be able to honor every year and the music from that year. So last night, 1961. Tonight, 1971. Now, coming up a little bit later after the break, we're going to pay tribute to Tupelo. And what we're doing, that's right, paying tribute to Tupelo. And be sure to go on Facebook today and leave a comment. They just announced today that Mr. Dick Guyton will be retiring from the Birthplace. And go on to the Birthplace website or to the Facebook page or to my Facebook page and leave best wishes for Mr. Guyton. All his years of service there for all of us has made that place what it is today. So be sure to thank Dick for that. His last day of work will be January the 8th. Isn't that great? All right, coming up later tonight, a tribute to Tupelo, we're going to have all of our headliners here that are here this week who have won the Tupelo Elvis Festival. And I think Debbie is here too, who's responsible for all of our careers. There she is. The lady in white. It's because of her I've got to announce every one of these guys winning. It's the best job in the world. But right now we're going to pay tribute to 1971. It was a big year for Elvis. 1971 he won the Outstanding Young Men Award. The JC's Award happened in 1971. Did you know that Elvis Presley Boulevard was dedicated in 1971. Highway 51 South was changed to Elvis Presley Boulevard. Jerry Schilling told me once that when Elvis heard about this honor, he was actually very concerned. And Jerry said, why are you upset about them naming the street after you? I mean, this is quite an honor. And Elvis sat there, he said, Elvis said, I can just see the news, the headlines, they're going to say, woman found dead on Elvis Presley. And Jerry said it wasn't long after that, but that was one of the things on the news. Couple found dead on Elvis Presley. So. Also, 1971 was the year the Birthplace opened. How cool is that? And the Nashville Sessions happened, a big set of Nashville Sessions, including a lot of Christmas music, so you're going to be able to celebrate Christmas a little early tonight. We're going to have 1971 coming up. Tonight, we're going to have Timmy, David Lee, and Alex Mitchell performing 1970.